So, the topic of women in the US military has come up once again. This is because the Pentagon has revoked their ban on women in combat, thanks to Defense Secretary Leon Panetta, and this was announced on Thursday. So, that should be fine. Everyone has the right to opportunity, and there's this interesting article on NPR.org titled Women in Combat 5 Key Questions, and that was written by Greg Meyer. One of those questions are, will the standards be different for men and women? And it says here, at a briefing Thursday morning, Pentagon officials repeatedly stressed that there will be gender-neutral standards for combat positions. This could make it difficult for women to qualify in roles that specifically require upper body strength. For example, to work in a tank, women will have to demonstrate the ability to repeatedly load 55-pound tank shells, just as men are required to do. Infantry troops routinely carry backpacks with 60 or 70 pounds of gear or even more. The most common injury in Afghanistan is caused by roadside bombs. This raises the question of whether a female combat soldier would be able to carry a 200-pound male colleague who has been wounded. So that's good. They're saying that women can apply, but that doesn't mean that they'll get the position. They won't, which would cause it to be restricted to men that deserved it, who applied, and men, and also at the same time endanger other men's lives. And of course, with this, another issue remains. And there's this article on the same issue in the Huffington Post. The article is titled Women in Combat, Leon Panetta Removes Military Ban Opening Frontline Positions. It's by Lolita C. Baldor. And just this one sentence says, in addition to questions of strength and performance, there has also been suggestions that the American public would not tolerate large numbers of women being killed in war. Of course, saying that not being able to tolerate large numbers of women being killed in war means that they would be able to tolerate large numbers of men being killed in war. Not that anyone likes war, or lots of people don't even like the draft, but throughout history, it's been men fighting the wars, and that men haven't been recognized for that, so it has been tolerated. So, with this, the question of the draft comes up again. Now that the Pentagon is saying that women have the opportunity to sign up for combat positions, should they be required to sign up for them in order to get government aid such as student loans and be able to apply for government positions and such. And to be more specific, this video is mainly revolved around another article that was released by the Washington Post today, titled, Can Women Be Drafted? Selective Service Question is Revived, by Ernesto Londono. There's a statement here that says, until Congress and the President make a change, we will continue doing what we're doing, Richard S. Flahavan, a Selective Service spokesman, said Friday. Namely, that means sticking to registering only male U.S. citizens and permanent residents ages 18 to 25. There certainly doesn't seem to be any urgency in that statement, or much care either, which is a shame. But anyone who saw my first video titled The Draft will know that in that video I came to the conclusion that there shouldn't be a draft at all, but mainly because of the influence of comments and some other thinking done, I realized that that might not be the most realistic thing that could happen. And it still seems harsh consequence. If there has the point is that if there has to be a draft, that it's though men are more physically able, it's not fair to discriminate between men and women and make men victims of their strength, which is something I think Warren Farrell said. But anyway, there's a petition you can sign, which was brought to my attention thanks to KelAnth462, who commented on my video, The Draft. There's a petition on the White House website, then he gives a link and says, encourage everyone to sign it. So the link for that will be in the description. And something interesting about this, though, it's listed as a women's issue. So maybe it's which is interesting because of course around here it's considered more of a men's issue, but it gives the same message and seems to have the best interest of fairness to men at heart. So as said, the link for that will be in the description, as well as all the articles and other videos and more. And thank you very much.